Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sammy J, Pixels and Kilowatts. And today's session is going to be, how, 5 quick tips of how to enjoy your 35 millimeter camera. Very simple, straightforward, to the point, and it's just to give you some ideas and get some feedback from you guys. So please support me on my journey. Hopefully you've been watching my videos, my journey with the 35 millimeter and other things, from gear to going places. It's exciting. So join me and see if you like it. If not, give me your feedback. We're all trying to improve and transform. So what are those 5 specific things, that makes you enjoy your 35 millimeter camera? We'll start with getting your camera first. Either you want to get the Canon, or this one is the Pentax ME. This is the Canon A1, which full-fledged. It has aperture priority, it has shutter priority, it has program, it has manual. I mean, this does it all. It's a little bit heavy, a little bit intimidating, but if you're just getting into this, I'll say get something like the Pentax ME or the Pentax ME Super. It's, you just put it, switch on auto, and adjust your aperture and go to town. The shutter priority, the shutter speed would be adjusted automatically. You just, they're all manual focus anyway. You focus and go. So I use that a lot. In low light, it doesn't do very well. Outdoors, it does great. So don't complicate your life. Less is more. Start with a good camera. How are you going to enjoy photography in general, but specifically to 35 millimeter. I know I got this one, but I also got this one. And believe me, when I'm going with family or I'll go somewhere where I don't want to fiddle with aperture, shutter, and manual and all this, I'll just take this one. Again, the shutter speed is adjusted automatically. This is called shutter priority. It's aperture priority. So this is the Pentax ME. Plus the size of this. Look at the size. You see the size? Look at it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a lot smaller, it's lighter. It's great for somebody starting within this arena here, the 35 millimeter. So, because the worst thing is to get something complicated or semi-professional and start fiddling with it and lose hope. And your first roll is a disaster, and you give up. That's not good. So number one, start with a good camera. Again, we'll do reviews. I'm doing reviews on all the cameras I have. But again, it's a journey. I can't do everything in one video. Next, use prime lenses. So number one, get camera. That's simple. Number two, use prime lenses. On these 35 millimeter cameras, you don't want to use zoom. You don't want to use 75 to 200. You just want to use 50 millimeter or 28 or 35. So whatever comes, when you buy this, is going to come with the lens. Most probably, 35. Let's see, this one has 50 millimeter, 1.2, which is aperture is 2. They're all good, frankly. I haven't seen one that comes with a bad lens. Most of them come with a 50 millimeter. So stick with that. Don't go crazy on lenses. So buy the camera, stick with the lens. They're called prime because they're 50. They don't go from 50 to 200. So why are we saying that? With the nature of taking pictures with this camera is actually using your legs. You don't want to zoom in. You just want to walk to the subject, interact with the subject, talk with the subject, see the subject, imagine the subject. Okay. So number one, we said the camera, the gear. Number two is use prime lenses. Okay. So number three is part of the enjoyment of this. How are we going to enjoy this? Buying expired film. What's wrong with that? Sometimes you can find it on Etsy or eBay or whichever country you're in. There's some online stores. Try something new. Part of the experience with 35 millimeter is the suspense, the unknown. You send the film in, you don't know how the picture's going to come back. Are they good? The lighting, the shutter speed, the aperture, the blur. It's all part of it. And the beauty is you cannot edit. Sometimes they give you scans, but you don't want to be editing. You don't want to be doing Photoshop. What you see, what you get, when they come back, good or bad, believe me, even the bad pictures, they're going to look good. 35, this is crazy. 35 millimeter pictures, when they're bad, they're actually good. Because they're printed, they have the grain, they have the color. Just amazing. You got to try to see it. There's no bad pictures, in my point of view, again. Everybody has their own point of view. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I've seen people taking pictures of just a light bulb. It's golly, it comes out great. Okay, so camera, use prime lenses, use expired film. Why we're saying that? Because it adds the suspense, it adds an element of unknown. Now, if you'd like to buy expired film, okay, start with black and white. Okay? If you don't want to take the risk, because there is risk in that. Expired film, sometimes they can last 3 to 15 years. It's not like if they're stored well. If they got moisture and they're not stored well, even 1 year will ruin the film. But just check it. Look online. Expired 35 millimeter film. There's even a community just doing nothing but that. Again, there's an element of risk of that. You don't want to take risk. Number 3 is start with black and white photography. Start and see what you got. Just go to town and just do that. And that's number 3. Number 4, take it with you. This thing needs to be with you. Get a case if you want, but don't get, hide, leather and all that. You want this original camera to look as is, but get a bag for it if you want. But take it with you anywhere. I took it to a restaurant the other day. People, what's this guy doing here? And it's a conversation piece. What's that? When you hear that, it's amazing. Take it with you. Remind others to bring their cameras. The other day when Dora was visiting, and I told her, bring your camera with you. Remind others. Everybody has, they buy this gear and spend thousands of dollars, and it's nice, it's in a drawer somewhere. Again, how are you going to bring it with you? Keep it out. Keep it on the shelf. Keep it in front of you. You put it somewhere out of sight, out of mind. This thing needs to go. You go to the grocery store, take it with you. Hide it in the car, obviously, but, you might see something, take a picture of that. So, and finally, I don't know, did we hit 5? Maybe not, but anyway. And finally, what important note is what? Like I said, don't get a case for that, but get a protection, like a protective, maybe a foam bag or something where to put it in. Because the other day I was, put it in the back seat and there was like, you hit the brakes and this thing is going to follow. So put it somewhere where it's protected. So when you go somewhere, it's protected. And because if you don't do that, you're just going to lay it around and it's going to get stolen. Okay? So enjoy your photography. This is a quick session, quick video. Is like why I don't have my camera. Ask yourself why I don't have my camera with me all the time. This one you will, because it's a magnet. This is a magnet. This is your friend. Because you look at it, it brings enjoyment to you. You look at it, it's a conversation piece. People look at it and you start talking to folks. So what the heck is that? Take it with you. And the beauty is you're not taking this with you to take 500 pictures. You're going to take 3 or 2. One time I went somewhere and took 1 picture because everything else is just trash to me. I don't want to waste, my effort. It's not all about money. It's not all about money. It's principle and focus and have an aim of what you want to do. So take it with you. Keep it protected. Use expired film if you want. If you don't want to mess with expired film, don't start with color. Start with black and white. Okay? I think we hit 4. This is go number 5. And when you want to develop the pictures, don't go to a grocery store or a drugstore or one of those big chains. because they're gonna put it in an envelope and send it somewhere else anyway. Go online, and I'm gonna put some in the comments. A couple of ones that are frankly great. I mean, you can also do your own search. But the darkroom is great. This is not sponsored by anyway by them, but use them, because they're gonna send you the images scanned, and they're gonna send you copy your prints, and also the negatives. The drugstore and the other places, they're just not gonna send you the negatives back. I mean, part of the fun is to have the negatives. This is history. You're building legacy with this thing. It's not just taking pictures. You're building legacy. Again, you're not gonna know until you own one of these. We keep talking about this. If you have one, let me know what you think. Some people have one. It's on the shelf. They're just busy with life and work, and they just forget about it. Take it with you. Believe me, take it with you to the restaurant. Take it with you everywhere. Just when you leave, it's like you grab your keys, grab your camera, boom, done. And then start with black and white. I mean, everything is color is busy. Any picture that has color is busy already. I don't care if you're taking, specific subject, rule of the thirds, and in the middle and all that, mumbo jumbo. No, black and white has beauty. Black and white is beautiful. There's nothing wrong. Again, try it. I mean, do experimentation. Everybody has their different point of views and opinions and view on things, but until you try, you can't criticize. Say, I don't like this. Why deprive yourself of the beauty in the world? Again, this is my journey. All of us on a journey. What is your journey? Please subscribe, follow me. Let's continue the discussion and show you more pictures and adventures, and from gear to cleaning to taking care of things to maybe disasters. Let me know. Cheers.